Heart Month, and none of us should skip a heartbeat for the fear of a heart attack. So let's all get in the know about the risks, the numbers for blood pressure, cholesterol, and blood sugar. It's the key to strong, healthy hearts. Hi there, I'm Audrey Williams, and welcome to today's edition of Jamaica Magazine. We're so glad you've joined us. On the pages today, communities uniting for change. Also, run or walk for a healthier lifestyle and a worthy cause. Plus, our top news, stories of the week, and more. Stay with us.
From the Bureau of Gender Affairs and the Dispute Resolution Foundation, paid for by the UN Women Fund for Gender Equality.
United we stand, and divided we fall. That bit of wisdom is resonating with communities inhabited by residents who are determined to make where they live peaceful and secure through the initiative dubbed Unite for Change. Here's more.
Scenes like these Jamaica can do without. Whether it's financially motivated white-collar crime, blue-collar crime like shoplifting and vandalism, or organized transnational crime like human trafficking and illegal arms dealing, there are major obstacles to our country's growth and development.
The government has been doing its part and will redouble its efforts in 2014 to work toward a safe and secure Jamaica.
But the government and the law enforcers, despite their best efforts, cannot do it alone. Hence, it's time for all citizens to join in the fight. Unite for Change, an initiative launched in December 2013, employs a three-pronged strategy for crime fighting.
Strategy 1. Interrupt gang activities.
It's really just trying to get what is happening now, that explosion in gang violence, etc., to stop. So there's been the normal type of crime control efforts by the police, supported by the military.
And since that pronouncement in December 2013, progress has been made. The Area 1 Police Division announced the dismantling of the notorious Alma Gang, which was responsible for murders, shootings, robberies, rape and extortion in the parishes of Westmoreland and Hanover.
This gang was successfully dismantled when 13 members, which were most active and influential, were either arrested and charged with crimes or shot and killed during confrontations with the police.
Strategy 2. Prevent the spread of gang activities.
And Strategy 3. Change the behavior of citizens.
These three strategies are being put into action through a number of initiatives, including increasing the size of the police and military, enacting and amending various laws to keep up with crime trends and secure convictions, removing the profit from crime, mainly through the operations by the Major Organized Crime and Anti-Corruption Task Force MOCA, reforming the justice system, community policing, and focusing on at-risk individuals, especially in marginalized communities. As indicated, each individual has to play his or her role in the crime-fighting initiative. Hence, Unite for Change is rekindling hope in the society and mobilizing law-abiding citizens and organizations to work together as a united front against crime. To provide a vehicle for that, the Ministry of National Security has been collaborating with the Peace Management Initiative, JCF's Community Safety and Security Branch, and the Umbrella Group of Churches to organize a series of interventions in violence-prone communities. They've been partnering to put on Corner League football competitions, outdoor church services, and increased community policing to engage residents in peaceful and fun activities. The Corner League football competitions have been gaining traction. Communities in the western end of the island, like Granville, Mount Salem, Rose Heights and Norwood, have been taking up the challenge to bring back the love and unity through sports.
The aim of this initiative is to try to see how best we can have a cooling down operation of the spike in crime rate, and also to help with the unity where the community is concerned. This competition is a start, and as we continue to interact with the community members and we try to build back the trust where the police is concerned, where the community members is concerned, we will try to see if we can have a safer Jamaica in the long run.
It also grants us the opportunity to get some of the at-risk youth in the parish of St. James and its wider environs, and then that will grant us the opportunity to have these persons participate in the drum corps program, learning about musical instruments and having them become more marketable individuals. This initiative is mainly geared towards the young men who are unemployed and unattached for the most part, and as such we are able to garner their attention, garner their skills, and possibly to make them more productive citizens to society.
We are trying to build our relationship with the communities through the community-based policing and community safety and security projects that we have embarked on for a number of years.
Now, the young men in the Mount Salem area of St. James have been enjoying the Corner League competition. Scores of persons have been turning out at the Mount Salem playing field to participate and enjoy a friendly game of football.
I want to say thanks to all those people who make this possible, and for the community, I think this is a good relationship between the police, all the streets that are having problems. I think this is also a promising thing so that they can get back together.
Born and grown in our community and everything, you know. Well, it's a local competition, when they put on, I love it because they are bringing back the community together. We never turn out like this couple of years now, no bag of people now out like this and thing because of violence and thing, I understand. But we love where CSJP do and everything, try to bring back the community and everybody to get back together and live as one, because unity is strength and all, you know, you see me?
Two things will bring funeral more enemies that pay youngsters in the cemeteries.
So the Unite for Change campaign is in full swing as the government and other stakeholders try to galvanize support for community peace building. While they do their job, we need to play our part by reporting crimes or even suspicious activities. Let's work together to secure our island home, Jamaica, and make it the place of choice to live, work, raise families, and do business.
Join the fight. Quit smoking for life.
True love I now exist is the love I can't resist. So jam by my side.
5K walk-run events have become popular, not just because of their health benefits, but also their power in encouraging philanthropy for needy causes. The Norman Manley International Airport has been using this medium to assist with the cancer unit at the Kingston Public Hospital. Take a look.
It's a brand new year, and what better way to get fit or stay in shape than a 5K walk run. Welcome to another week of Sports Spotlight. I'm Tamara McHale. Today we give you highlights of the Norman Manley International Airport Charity 5K walk run in support of the Cancer Care Unit at the Kingston Public Hospital. JIS is a media partner, so come, let's get moving with us.
1,100 participants from various companies and agencies answered the call to burn calories while raising money for a worthy cause. Five-kilometer walk runs are hardly uncommon in the corporate area these days. But the NMIA's effort is among the forerunners. With a decade of support through this medium, it has moved from a mere 100 participants in the early days to now attracting more than 1,000 participants.
It's the second year in a row that we will be supporting the Kingston Public Hospital Cancer Unit. And in last year, the proceeds were supplemented by a contribution, a matching contribution from RBC Royal Bank. And we were able to purchase a very important cancer treatment machine for the hospital. And so what we are doing is ensuring that the equipment can be maintained, that the supplies that are needed to ensure that it can provide the service it needs, and to give whatever other assistance we can to the hospital.
This year, $2 million was the target to raise in assisting KPH in delivering critical care to cancer patients and give hope to their loved ones.
This is personal for me as well, you know, and I'm sure there are other persons who can say that this is personal for them as well. You know, I lost a sister 3 years ago to date to cancer, you know. She was only 38 years of age, so this is really, it's really personal as well as fun to come and support.
She wasn't the only one enjoying the day's activities.
Come now, lullaby. Let's go, lullaby. No one got to repeat. You got to get mind your back. Mind your back. Everyone. Let's go. Come on. We are touching. Squat. Let's go. One. Go. Up. Go. One more.
Sponsorship for the 5K was in full gear as companies celebrated the mantra for a healthy lifestyle while aiding cancer care.
Pink Ting is specifically involved with NMIA 5K walk. We think it's a very good cause. I mean, we're here to save lives, and it's only natural that Pink Ting supports such a great cause.
It's important to support all our partners in this fight against cancer, because cancer is a deadly disease and it affects everybody. Almost everybody in Jamaica has a cancer story or has someone who has been affected by the disease. So when our partners are helping each other's out, and NMIA helping KPH Oncology, we here at the Cancer Society lend our support by bringing awareness to the disease, by bringing information.
Gatorade was on board because we thought it was very important to support this worthy cause. We provided Gatorade to replenish, rehydrate, refuel, and also to replace electrolytes that are lost during working out. The JIS can use our own media resources to assist the KPH to get the donations in long after the walk run has been completed. What we will continue to do after today is to appeal to persons to contribute to the oncology unit at the Kingston Public Hospital. And we just want to congratulate NMIA for this effort.
And the bass keeps running. Let's get it started. Let's get it started.
Winners were adequately awarded with prizes, including airline tickets, smartphones, and many other giveaways.
I think it's a very worthy cause because, you know, cancer is very dangerous. You know, so many people are suffering from it and some of them cannot afford the treatment that's needed. So I'm just happy to be here to support this cause.
Congratulations, doing courtesy of American Airlines. You're looking good. You're looking good. Applauding, you're applauding, you're applauding.
Yeah, I feel great and come out and win this morning. Nice and easy.
And the general consensus among participants was an A+ for the 5K.
It's integral that we take care of persons who are most vulnerable, and the mere fact that this is what today's 5K is about is awesome. I endorse it 100%, and I pray that we can have one every month. I'm just do I.
The health sector needs as much support as it can get, and I'm very happy to be part of this exercise program.
One participant offered some wise words to help us all on our mission to achieve a healthier lifestyle. We all can do it.
I'm a colon cancer survivor. 09, so it's going 5 years now. You must do your annual checkup, and that is very important. Early detection is very important. When you detect it early, you can be able to deal with it. Healthy lifestyle is another thing. Do your exercise. Visit your doctor. Get rest.
Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started.
That's it for the Norman Manley International Airport Charity 5K walk run. Indeed, it was a tremendous success, and it's for a noble cause, contributing to the cancer care unit at the Kingston Public Hospital. That's it for Sports Spotlight this week. I'm Tamara McHale.
Board this week. In recognition of Heart Month, the Heart Institute will be offering ECGs for only $500, with all proceeds going towards indigent care. Locations and dates: Kingston Branch, 23 Balmoral Avenue on Saturday, February 8. At the Mandeville Branch, Unit 7, 1 Brumalia Road, Saturday, February 15. Ocho Rios Branch, Unit C, 5B, shops at Pineapple Main Street on Saturday, February 22. From 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., come get your heart checked. Call 906-210-528 for more information. Send us your events or broadcast on the JIS Community Notice Board. Call 922-86802 or send an email to cbishop@jis.gov.jm. Even though some parts of the island have been experiencing unusually wet conditions, we cannot take for granted the fact that it's a time of the year for less than normal rainfall, drought, and less water pumping through the pipes. So out the road today we ask, how do you conserve water? Let's hear from a few persons right now.
Fix your pipes, don't let them leak, and recycle, reuse the water.
Make sure that the pipes are not leaking and things like that. And you use what you want, what the amount you want to use. Okay? And that you see that the children them don't waste it.
What I've stopped doing is I'm beginning to recognize that my teeth is just as clean if I don't keep the pipe running while I'm brushing. And I try my best, like if you're somebody who would wash twice a week or 3 times for the week, you try and see if you can consolidate and just do one wash. It's not only conservation, but it is economically the sensible thing to do.
I don't turn on keep the water running while I'm brushing my teeth, stuff like that, yes. In the kitchen while I'm washing plates, I make sure I catch water on one side.
Try to use less unnecessary usage, like stuff that we don't really need that excess of water to do. And at the times when we're in the shower, like taking a bath and we're singing and things, stuff like that. You can cut out that as well and try to do what we're doing more quicker, be more efficient.
Make sure the tap is properly turned off and turn off the tank as well sometime when it's full.
And when you bathe, you don't keep the water running when you're soaping up until you're ready to wash off.
A healthy and educated people living in a clean, natural environment, reducing crime, improving the justice system and governance, building a prosperous economy. It's not just a vision, it's reality. Learn about the plan. Join the vision.
My country, Jamaica, has a rich heritage and is very unique. If we all pull together, we can make it the place of choice to live, work, raise family, and to do business.
For more information on Vision 2030, call the Planning Institute of Jamaica or visit vision2030.gov.jm, your parish library, school library, or the Jamaica Information Service. We now recap our top news stories from the week. Hi there, I'm Simone Wolf with your JIS News of the Week. Prime Minister Portia Simpson Miller was in Havana this week discussing bilateral, regional and international issues with Cuban President Raul Castro. She also addressed the plenary session of the second summit of the Community of Latin America and the Caribbean States, CELAC, calling for a unified approach in dealing with the challenges facing Latin American and Caribbean countries.
We have the collective wisdom and strength to overcome poverty, hunger, and inequality. We should not underestimate the full potential of our region.
Mrs. Simpson Miller also made another call for regional leaders to create an integrated strategy geared at addressing the effects of climate change.
Climate change is here and we face it now. It poses clear and present danger to our continued development and threatens to erode our hard-won socio-economic gains.
Production is increasing at the Yallahs Agro Park in Western St. Thomas as farmers benefit from the installation of a $395 million irrigation system.
In addition to this irrigation facility, the government, with the support of the Inter-American Development Bank, the IDB, through the Agricultural Competitiveness Program, will invest another $46 million to install farm roads and drainage and to construct a packaging house right here in Yallahs.
Finance Minister Dr. Peter Phillips assured Parliament this week that government had no intention of increasing the tax on petroleum products.
The issue to be studied concerns the relative merits of collecting the tax on fuel by way of a special consumption tax. It is not the intention of the government to increase the net revenue take from petroleum products.
The Health Minister was also in Parliament and announced further changes to the Public Health Tobacco Control Regulations, which came into effect on July 15 last year. Among other things, the fines for breaches of the regulations have been lowered.
The Ministry, in consultation with the Chief Parliamentary Counsel and the Attorney General's Chamber on the matter, has settled on maximum fines as follows: $10,000 for first offenses, $25,000 for second, and $50,000 for subsequent offenses. Persons who have breached the tobacco regulations by smoking in prohibited areas will not be given a criminal record.
Meanwhile, the transitional period for businesses to become compliant has been extended to 9 months, ending April 14, 2014. And certain businesses, particularly tourist establishments, will be permitted to have outdoor smoking areas that meet certain conditions. Parliament approved the changes and welcomed the announcement that the Health Ministry had extended its public education campaign on the regulations and ill effects of tobacco smoke.
Industry, Investment and Commerce Minister Anthony Hilton this week refuted media reports that government had signed off with China Harbour Engineering Company CHEC for the development of a transshipment port at Goat Islands. He said government could only do so when a proposal was submitted and CHEC had until January month end to do so.
If it goes on to the second day of February, the second week, the proposal is to work towards the end of January timeline, by which time the government will be clear about what proposal CHEC is making. Then and only then can the government have a sense as to whether it is prepared to support what is being proposed, and if it decides to support what is being proposed, then for it to be implemented, it must go through the environmental rigors as required by law.
He meanwhile announced that government was to embark on a logistics of public education campaign across Jamaica.
We will roll into towns all across Jamaica and set up shop for a day or two to offer the raft of services available through these agencies, while educating them on their role, as well as opportunities in relation to the logistics hub and the economy as a whole.
National Security Minister Peter Bunting has asserted that outfitting police personnel with cameras will help to improve transparency and protect members of the force from false accusations. He said the move was also in line with government's commitment to investigate extrajudicial killings and to preserve the integrity of the Jamaica Constabulary Force.
The purpose of this project is to 1. Improve the collection of evidence of criminal activity in an effort to prosecute and reduce such activity. 2, to improve the transparency of JCF activities when interacting with the public. 3, to encourage JCF officers to act in accordance with the force's professional standards, to include the appropriate use of force when applied. And 4thly, to create a record to protect JCF officers from unfair allegations of violations of JCF professional standards.
And finally, Local Government and Community Development Minister Noel Arscott has announced that $5 million is being provided to help fund relief efforts in the rain-affected areas of St. Mary. The Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management, ODPEM, will be in charge of managing the funds.
I want your team to prioritize and to see what small, but it can begin, and certainly is a start, and we can discuss further how we can deal with those problems.
Minister Arscott said the immediate concern was providing relief to residents, but added that long-term issues such as ensuring proper building practices also had to be addressed. And those were some of the stories making news this week. I'm Simone Wolf.
There'll be a better tomorrow. There'll be a better tomorrow. There'll be a better tomorrow. There'll be a day. There'll be a way. There'll come a time to sing a brand new song. There'll be a better tomorrow.
Come to the close of today's edition of Jamaica Magazine. But as we go about our business, if nothing else, remember to share peace and love. And don't forget, we value your feedback, so drop us a line. Send an email to jamaicamagazine@gis.gov.jm. You may also follow us on Twitter @JIS News. On behalf of the team here at the JIS, I'm Audrey Williams, inviting you to join us again tomorrow. Until then, take care.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.